y'all up here, including you, Des. This is my last piece of the night. And I can say, honestly, y'all been a great audience, so give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, you understand? I don't understand. I'm performing this for y'all. This is my poet's piece. And let me get an amen from the pulpit. Is poetry easy? No. What's the first thing? Somebody tell me, what's the first thing you get when you tell people you do poetry?
I hate poetry.
First thing, I hate poetry. Are you going to be reading? Is it going to be like Shakespeare and stuff?
Does it rhyme?
Does it rhyme? Yes, that's another one. Anybody else got some interesting reactions on poetry?
Why?
And let me tell you, I'm gonna take y'all back real quick. I used to do poetry like Shakespeare, but I wasn't good like Shakespeare. Like my poetry was like, awaken ye frozen ones chosen to reside in the gloomy deep. For now is the season of madness, so the church should reap in sadness. That's a real poem. I didn't just freestyle it. That's like a poem I wrote. And then what happened was I got invited. This was when I was like 17. I got invited to a poetry slam. And what I knew about poetry slams is I thought poetry slams. Who knows what a poetry slam is? Raise your hand if you do.
That's when they take pancakes.
All right, so there's a few people who don't know what a poetry slam is. Can somebody tell me what they think it is? Contest? It is a contest. I thought poetry slamming was. Listen to this. I thought poetry slamming was when you move your arms with the words. I thought it was like, the trees below. Words and noises. So I wasn't excited to go to a poetry slam. And I was invited to this poetry slam. And the good part was, I noticed poetry attracts really pretty women. And I went to this thing, and there was like two dudes, and they weren't good. I was like decent, and they weren't good. And there was a bunch of beautiful girls, and I went to this poetry slam. It was more like a workshop than a slam. And this lady puts on a tape, and I kid you not, the first words, she said, you're gonna learn how to slam, and then you're gonna go against each other and battle each other for money today. And I said, money? Count me in. What's the most you ever made off a slam? $250. $400? 400. Well, I thought he said 4. I was going to say, where the hell that slam at? You need to let me know. Me and you will battle, and I will stab you in the parking lot. You will die. It won't be a game for $400. Let me tell you, third place don't keep the light bill on. So I like winning slams. But this slam, the first words she puts on the tape, she said, I'm gonna teach you how to slam. And the first words is, when the bullet enters the brain, the head explodes. I can think of no softer warning for mothers who stand kneading their brown hands, begging me, fix my boy, here's his high school picture. And the woman who said that, her name was Patricia Smith, and she sounded like a straight up dude. So I was like, what is this? This ain't Shakespeare. What is this magic? So I go, and we start workshopping, and I start writing my poem. I'm getting ready to slam, because I want to win some money. And guess what I decided to do? I decided to do a poem about contracting AIDS. Now, I don't got AIDS. In a room full of pretty women, I decided to do a poem about contracting HIV. And I get up there and I do my poem and I score very high and I win, whatever. But when I lost, all I could hear in the background was, oh my God, he's got AIDS. Oh my God. He was cute too, he got AIDS. I had a six-pack, this and everything. I was ready, y'all. And all they could do, he got AIDS. But I've been doing, and then just to bring you a little bit longer, a little bit farther in the journey, my first slam, my first feature, my first paid feature was with a dude named Soul Fighter. Didi, you know who Soul Fighter is? His name is Soul, yes, you can look him up. He's on Facebook, Soul Fighter. Let me tell you, for my first, he brought me up. He said, Sharif, I'm gonna put you under my wing, we're gonna become big bosses together. He took me to this event at Hampshire College. There was easily 400 people in the building. 400 people. And I'm like, damn, 400 people, my first feature? He's like, I will feature, you gonna feature, we're gonna co-feature. Let me tell you what he did. He brought everybody, all 400 people on stage to freestyle. He brought people, he was like, you skinny kid, get up here and run. He did that till 12 o'clock in the morning. By the time I performed, there were 3 people in a midget. And I went from there to getting paid. I've been paid a couple thousand, my wife can testify to that. I've been paid a couple top $1,000 to do poetry. I performed at the Apollo. I performed for Bill Cosby. No, he did not touch me. We did get the pleasure of actually getting to fly on the jet. No, he did not touch my wife. I was there the whole time. Don't put that on the internet, because that'll go viral. But I come a long way, and I want to do this poem. I'm going to do it for all of you, but I want to do this for poets, because poetry ain't easy, but it's worth the journey, all right? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah. So I wanted to make this, I'm really thankful for every single one of you that showed up. And I'm thankful for every one of you that performed. And so I want to do this piece for you, and it's my poetry piece. Hang me, oh, hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh, hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Didn't mind your hanging, it's delayed in your grave so long, poor boy. 20 is looking at me funny and distant. 30 is upon us. Well, anything past that, we're talking 40, 50, 60 is a promise from no uncashed. I need to make peace while I do this poetry at last breath. Truth is, this whole poetry thing isn't exactly dropping jump shots through nets. It's not wrapped around holes in hotels, so no one's waiting for the album to drop. The Avengers Rolls Royce remains uncopped. The love plan upon which I will raise my boys to be men remains unbought. And if I'm being honest, I don't even have enough from poetry for my own damn burial plot. But I guess so far in the getting, I'm the one gotten. Statistics say I'm as likely to end up shot in Riviera Beach as I would be lynched in 1850s Mississippi. So perhaps the only trophy I have from this thing is misanthropy, which is sometimes misinterpreted as blues poetry. But I am no mystic. I am no sage. I am no turn-page wise man, well-schooled age. I'm just well-versed in the sacred curse that we have of surviving this day, living poetically to tell a story. If in all the getting, all we get is words, then we need to let poetry be clearly heard of all we are not. That doesn't need to make us sad. That makes us deaf from last year stand upon which I will soapbox my art to push us in this craft to uncharted waters. Poets, poets, poets. There were days when we were Eve Cummings, Kings, Bukowski Dragons, Langston Hughes, and one by one through crafty little assimilation, they crafted us all in. Sling pop art, requiring less imagination than Tarquin. Watch this, watch this. If I say bitch, this poem suddenly becomes easier to understand. And if it has anything to do with me being a man, I should probably have my phallus. I'm sorry. If it has anything to do with me being a man, I should probably have my dick in my hand. So they see it. So we get it. So we make poetry easy for you. Oh, Sharif, don't use too many big words. Keep that 3 minutes clean. You don't want to make it too good. You want to make it a little lean. You want to fatten a serious situation so it builds as steam and go for the snaps. You have the break snaps. Don't forget to find at least one spot to scream it. Look them in the eye. They don't act for diamonds. Artists. Falling this far from an art, it should be fatally obscene. I've been doing this a long time. Long time. So much so, I can pretend you into frenzy. Dramatic pause. You into applause. Give you a weak verse, wrapping a corny thought, cause you to care much ado about nothing with so much magic, you swear there was mystery there. But if I asked you to rewind, it would force it unclear. When potential should render me memorable and unequal. But from the standard, I step down from there. So we, audience, artists can stand eye level on daring nothing. So you don't like this poem. So it's too deep. I don't care. Kick the chair out from under me. Watch me struggle at my fucking neck to say something that should be my living in. The miracle being the irony of the sin that my last words render everything before them silent, and breathing artistic freedom shows why freedom and free do are homonyms. We want to say something that matters. We want to gather steam. And look at everything from the local stars, celestial beings, poet one for stars, telling the brands they swing at words. All these poems, all these poets, to not say a fucking thing.